Hi, my name is Billy Allen, and today we're going to be looking at the poster that I did for a comparison between two athletes for the Queen's College 3-minute step test. So I used two athletes in this test. Both were female, they were both the same age, roughly the same height, given a few centimetres, and one athlete had been involved in cardio programs, the other athlete had been involved in a weightlifting program. And the other reason why we're choosing this test is just because it's easy to use. The equipment's easy to use, it's very fast, it doesn't take very long to do. It's easy for me as a trainer to run without setting up a treadmill for a VO2 max, and it's also easy for the client to do this. Even if there was someone with a heart problem, it's very easy to do a 3-minute step test on them. So if we're looking at the poster that we did here, we've graphed it out down here, and then the methods and results and conclusion and all that's down here. So the Queen's College step test, or the Queen's College 3-minute step test, is a test that's widely used. It's used in a lot of YMCAs around the world, and it's also known as the YMCA step test. But it's also used for testing things like the Kokoda Trail, and just comparing fitness levels from starting off on a fitness level, doing the testing, giving yourself 8 weeks of cardio work, and then retesting again to see how much you improved. So the equipment that we used for this, very simple equipment, you can see the step down there. It's just a basic step. I'll turn the camera around. Just a basic step. And it also has to be a certain height, so the step has to be 41 centimeters high, so we just use a basic measuring tape for that. To count out the steps, we used a metronome, and you can get one of them on your phone, like an app or something like that. Free app. Metronome counts the steps for you. And we also use a heart rate monitor, so we use like a Fitbit around the wrist to count that. The sections of the actual testing, there's 3 phases. Phase 1 is that we measure the athlete's resting heart rate, okay? And if we look again at the poster, we can see that athlete number 1 is the blue and athlete number 2 is the red. So athlete number 1 was the athlete that had been involved in the cardio programs. Athlete number 2 had been involved in the weightlifting program. And as you can see there, the athlete who had been involved in the cardio programs had a lower resting heart rate than the athlete who had been involved in the weightlifting programs. It's not very big difference, so it's only about 2 beats per minute, the difference there. The second phase of that is straight after the 3-minute step test. So straight after the 3-minute step test, we take the heart rate again and we graphed it, and you can see that athlete number 1, cardio athlete, heart rate didn't get it quite as high as what the weightlifters did. Okay. Phase number 3 of the test is letting those athletes have 1 minute rest and then retaking their heart rate again. And what you're looking to see there is how close their heart rate comes back down to a resting level. The faster it comes back down to the resting level, or the closer it gets to that initial resting level, is an indicator of their cardiovascular fitness levels. So we know that the quicker it comes down, the stronger the heart is, the stronger the cardiovascular fitness is. And again, it was very similar result there, with the cardio athlete's heart rate coming back down closer to the resting heart rate level than what the weightlifter did. Also, looking at a few different articles involved in the Queen's College step test, we found a formula to use, and with that formula we can work out an estimate of those athletes' VO2 max based on their heart rate after the 3 minutes. Given that though it's only an estimate of their VO2 max, to get an accurate reading of their VO2 max you would have to run them on a VO2 max test. But it's an easy way to get an estimate, and then you can compare those estimates over a period of time to find out whether or not your client has actually improved on their cardiovascular fitness levels. So the conclusion that we come to within the test is that yes, what was expected to start with, the cardio athlete has the greater cardio fitness level than the weightlifter. And also that using this test, very good indicator of cardiovascular fitness levels, and easy to use, cheap, can be done anywhere, and it's very beneficial for small places that may not be able to run a VO2 max, or for people that have time constraints and don't have the time to run someone through a 10-minute VO2 max test. And that's really basically about it. Again, Queen's College 3-minute step test, 2 athletes, and yeah, that's about it.